Hi, what's up, YouTube? It's been a very long time. This is gonna just be kind of a fun stream, not necessarily one of my usuals. We kind of abandoned the whole world tour thing. Just not got, just no one was tuning in, and it was kind of dull after a while talking about history and facts and stuff by myself. So. That being said, we're just going to do a good old-fashioned flight. We're here in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, which I know very, very well. We're clearly on Vatsim online, so multiplayer for those of you that are unaware. Sorry about that. I should have turned down the radios, but we're online. These are real people, and we're flying among them. So there are controllers, and then there are pilots, and we're a pilot. So we're doing the flying, they're doing the ATC, air traffic control, and we pretty much tell them what we want to do, and they pretty much tell us how to do it. That's how it works. So this is the Wasatch Front here in front of us, according to Google Maps, and boy, do I tell you what, XPME X-Plane Map Enhancement is phenomenal. I love it. It was very easy to install and very easy to use. As far as setting it up every flight, you have to remember to start it before you start X-Plane. Otherwise you get that warning, and we don't need to hear these guys right now. You hear that warning, you get that warning of missing scenery, but if you remember to start it, initialize it before you launch X-Plane. It's very easy. You select the map set that you want to use. I'm using Google Maps just on the good or medium version. I'm not using any of the pro paid features whatsoever, so it's just the free Google Maps imagery, and it looks really good. I took a bunch of screenshots coming into Salt Lake City in the 777. We just flew in from Atlanta. I didn't even restart the sim. I pulled up to the gate. I started shutting everything down and deboarding the aircraft, and I said, you know what? It might be pretty fun to do a live stream. I haven't done one in a while, and maybe this go around, if I take it a little more seriously, we'll get some viewership. But for now, we're just going to do the bare bones basic flight. So let's jump in the flight deck here. Let's get the airplane going. Obviously, everything is running from the last flight that we did from Atlanta. This flight, we are taking 540,321 pounds of beer from Salt Lake City to Newark. That's our cargo, beer. Salt Lake City has a great craft beer.
You are good to start the boarding.
Boarding now.
Get passengers boarded.
The crew and aircraft are now ready for catering to be loaded on board.
Yes.
You are good to start the loading.
On it, sir.
Please start fueling.
Started refueling.
Alright, excellent. So, we'll keep that on for... Oh, actually, I forgot to turn the cabin lights. Nope, cabin lights are up. Great. We'll keep that on the loading page. Let's go ahead and... I think I put my flight plan in already. Let's see. No, KSLC. There we go. Put in our last GPS position. Route. Okay. We're operating as United 69 Heavy. Plug that in. KSLC to KEWR 01. Not Davis. God dang it. Thought I put it in. There we go. Activate. Okay, so our flight plan's now loaded in the FMC here. Let's do a little performance calculations here on the ground. We need the center of gravity and... Oh shit, what did I just do? Did I just tweak that? I feel like I just tweaked that. What was our fuel? 80,000. Oh, that does change it. Wow, I don't like that. Okay. Anyway, our zero fuel weight is 505,300 pounds. So let's go ahead and put in 505,300 pounds as our zero fuel weight. Our reserves, if we look here, 7,157 pounds. So let's go ahead and put in a good solid 7.2. And what was our cruise? Let's look at our cruise of 350 the whole way to Newark, and a cost index of 200. So let's go ahead and put in 350 and cost index 200. Do not collect $200 pass go. Your landlord's addicted. Let's do some takeoff performance calculations. So our runway out of Salt Lake is going to be 16 left. Our flap settings is going to be optimal. Thrust setting optimal. And the outside air temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. So heat and cold matter for calculating engine performance. So in the winter time, when your car is very cold, it's harder to start and it doesn't perform as well until it gets really warm. Same thing when it gets too hot in the summer, it doesn't perform as well. So that's an important factor. And then the air pressure, the air density is important. So our outputs over here give us flaps 5, a thrust detent to just take off. So our maximum power out, which will sound phenomenal. The select temperature is 47 degrees Celsius. That's an engine calculation. And these are the V speeds on the side here, our decision speed, our rotate speed, and our target speed. So we'll go ahead and put in 47 degrees. We're set on takeoff, and we're doing a flaps 5 departure with a center of gravity of, we'll call it 24. And let's put in our V speeds here. 149, 156, 166. So let's put in 176. Keep the pattern going. Let's put in 350. Oh, actually, before we do altitude, and we'll get runway heading set here. But before we do altitude, we need to check in with Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake Tower, and we need to grab ATIS. So, automated traffic information system, I believe. Let's see here. So ATIS is 12475. 12475. But before I get ATIS, I need to fire off a quick message or two on my device. Sorry, bear with me. I just realized I got my title wrong. It's not the 777-200. We are in the 300. Anyway, that being said, let's get back to it. I don't need to hear myself in the background. We sound alright. We're well underway with passengers. We have started our pushback. I think we're ready for pushback information here. So let's grab ATIS. One 12475, 12475. Oh, I can't hear it.
3012. Visual ILS approaches in use. Landing missile 3 runway 16 right. Missiles runway 16 left. Missiles runway 17 departing runway 16 right. 1 SIXL and 17. VFR departure contact clearance to every with direction of flight and expect assignment of the published VFR transition. Notices to air mission. Airport surface detection. Operating transponder with altitudes reporting on the airport surface. Non-jet VFR arrival and departure. Expect assignment of the published VFR IFR departure. Expect a pre-departure clearance via private message. Brief and call runway assignments into all short direction. Web 6 or Rossi Board 150.
Oh my god!
Breather ATC route direction. Heavy. Web 6 arrival. Rossi Board 15000 and 250.
It's like a fucking audio bug.
ATC routing direction. Burning heavy. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
That's all I need. We have the weather. I can't listen to that again. Departure 125575. So that's departure. We're on tower. Let's go ahead and. Sorry, I just got a weather alert. Not here in Salt Lake City, but where I live. Sketchy weather this time of year. Sketchy weather. So while we're boarding and taking on everything, let's talk about our prospectful taxi to one. Oh, we should actually change this to 16 right.
November 29 Bravo contact. Salt Lake departure on 125.57. Have a nice flight. Contact departure on 25.7. Thanks. 25.57. 25.57. Thanks.
Okay, so I don't know why the V speeds changed that much, but we'll put it up to 180. So let's talk about what we're doing. Let's get a good view in the background. Okay, our taxi is going to, we'll push back to west north, I'm sure, and we'll taxi out to at least Charlie. He'll want us to probably go to Alpha, all the way down Alpha to Alpha 11. But before I draw that, I don't want to assume. So, but that's our route that I think we're gonna take. Let's go ahead and put in our barometric pressure, 3012. I think I still have that. I arrived. Yep, 3012.
Toga. Auto throttle locked.
We did get a PDC. Salt Lake City to Newark. We got our squawk in. Rugged 3. 240 knots until advised. Maintain 9,000. Our fuel is done.
We are finished with the fueling.
Thanks.
Nice. Nice. Let's talk about our departure. We're on the Rugged 3, and essentially what we're doing here is going to make a hard right to flip around for a right downwind of 16 right to Bubby. But they want you to make a really sharp turn out of here. And it's kind of a performance climb because you got to get up to an altitude. You have the Wasatch Front right here. So you have mountains that are, you know, this says above 12,000 feet. You know, these mountains are 10,000 feet, I guess. So they really want you up higher east of the Wasatch Front. So we need to be up as high as we can get. Then after Rugged, let's see what we've got plugged in here. So after Rugged, we have Spine, Rugged, Spine. So we are taking the Rock Springs departure. Rock Springs. All right, let's see who's calling us. That's the flight attendant, Brenda.
Sir, we have completed loading the catering.
Thanks.
Excellent, excellent. So cargo is going to take a little bit. We might take a brief intermission to regroup and get beverages and snacks ready before we look at that. Look at the lighting on that. That looks real. But I'm going to get some water for sure. I don't need any snacks. I just had a bunch of sushi. So we got Delta over here, we got a Southwest over here in the new terminal that's not finished in X-Plane 12. Obviously real world it's being used, but X-Plane 12 needs an update for anti-aliasing. What? I didn't say that. Alright, while we're taking on fuel and passengers and catering, I don't like this galley. Oh, my frame rates die in the cabin. Nice. I'll be right back. that rotates around in orbit. Sorry about that. I was talking to my cat. Let's get back into the flight deck. I was telling my cat science facts in a funny voice. She likes it. Don't judge her. Alright. Let's see where we are. Flight deck. We are almost done with passengers. We have catering, and we're just waiting on all of that beer. Again, we're taking 54,321 pounds of beer. We'll do some chat GPT conversions here in a minute. How many kegs is that? Flood watch in my area.
How can I help you?
Sir, passengers are on board. We are ready.
Thank you very much.
Brenda's great when she's not drunk. Brenda's always drunk. She's the flight attendant. The lead, I can't fire her. They won't. I have no say in it. She's just a drunk, though. Flight attendant, the lead flight attendant is drunk. Before I had background music, but I'm not paying for that anymore when my viewership is so low. When I get more people, I'll invest more in live streaming, as far as like money, monetarily, it goes. But I do want to invest more in live streaming. I just don't know if I can do it as frequently and on such a regular schedule. Like my real world schedule is sporadic, so it's hard to like commit to like every Friday noon to 5 like we live stream. Like I can't do that. Sometimes like Fridays work out, sometimes they don't. You just can't do it. So, and I don't really know ahead of time, so it's just kind of like that's how my life is, and I've adapted to it. But yeah, it's kind of hard to make plans in the future, long-term plans, and a lot of the time I have to cater my work stuff and my real life stuff to that. Anyway, I don't know what this BMW here is doing. I think they're drunk. That's a DWI if I've ever seen one. Explain ground traffic for you. At least there's some here in Salt Lake City. I like the vegan food trucks going around, baggage carts. They just need to add so much more stuff, and it would be so easy to do. Buses, maintenance vehicles. Like there's like 4 things. There's the vegan food trucks, yay. The luxury cars like BMW, sometimes it's a Porsche or something, but here in Salt Lake it's all BMWs. Then you have your baggage carts, which vary in length. See, there's 3. Those are 2. That's 1. Like, here's another 2. It's all the same shit, just over and over again. If you just add like 5 vehicles that do the same thing, how much CPU damage is that doing? How hard is that going to hit my graphics card? Like, nothing, right? Like, it's just shitty little animations driving around, but it's that 1% of realism that I always say that makes the difference out of the corner of your eye. If you're seeing buses go by and a lot of traffic and baggage carts, some are full, some are empty, some Some are short, some are long, some are no carts. I don't know. There's a lot that can be done on the ground. Still waiting on that cargo. 10,000 more pounds. Let's go ahead and close our main cabin doors.
Close doors.
And we will wait for them to load the cargo, and then we'll push back. So let's go ahead and
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
we want to go to 16 right.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
That looks good. I never switched to ground power. We're on the APU. We'll get the tow truck. As soon as cargo's done, we can batten down the hatches and push back. Otherwise, we're looking good. Oh, and first time message. And what did that guy say? And first time. Sorry, running behind and first time.
Compass 1008 Salt Lake Tower. Can you read me?
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Southwest 2698, runway 16 left, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel. 1698 Foxtrot now, Southwest 2698.
We got 16 right because I think we have 16 right because we're going a right downwind, so we're taking a west departure to the northeast, if that makes sense. So west departure, northeast transition, if you will.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pens inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Nope. We gotta wait round. Sorry. So we're essentially gonna go whoop, like that. Not over the island. It's not an island anymore. I wonder what Google Maps will actually show on the departure. I'm very curious what Google Maps will show. Nice.
Solely Tower, Sector November 111 Echo Yankee at the General Aviation Ramp. Ready to taxi, requesting VFR traffic patterns.
Do I have to unload the fuel?
Please begin the defueling process.
Defueling the plane? Okay.
Are you going to be doing pattern work? Affirm. I suggest the left closed. That's what you'll be doing. Sounds good.
I didn't mean to do this. I've made a huge mistake.
November 1 Echo Yankee, squawk 6054, and advise me when ready to take.
Shit, I didn't put in my squawk. Salt Lake to Newark. 7627.
Yankee, squawk 6054, I am ready to take.
Wait. 7627. Glad I checked it. I got it wrong the first
November 1
time.
Echo Yankee, runway 17, taxi by Kilo. November 111 Echo Yankee, taxi to runway 17 via Kilo.
we might as well not pay for fuel that we're gonna not
We
burn.
need a few minutes. Please stop.
Most assuredly.
Okay. We did not get a load sheet. That's okay. We don't need one. Alright? We know what we're doing.
Please remove all ground equipment.
Gladly.
Southwest 2698, runway 16 left. On departure, fly heading 280. Turn right.
16 left, give a takeoff for departure and heading 280 Southwest 2698.
Okay, that gives us a little bit of knowledge that 16 left's being used, and we should expect a similar departure. So before we even push back, I would like to take the time and reset it now and not stress about it. Departure 16 left, rugged 3. Takeoff speed's deleted, that's fine. Let's make sure that, yep, Bubby to rugged to spine. Our takeoff speeds have yet again changed. 171. Okay. 181. I always do +1. Don't ask me why. It's just something. It actually do ask me why. I do +1 on speed to make it different from heading. Heading's like more specific than a knot, right? So like a degree or two can set you off course. A knot or two is not going to make fuck all. So that's what I do. That's what I like to do. Alright, we are ready for pushback. Ready for pushback.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Let's set our trim to 5.25.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you very much.
We'll do a flight control test once we spool up our engines. Since we're going back into the tail to the left, let's start our right engine first, away from the ground crew. Introduce some fuel.
Hello, Southside Tower. We just did a quick center just told us to switch to 16 right, so we switched to 16 right. We are here on the final 16 right, Delta 766.
What? I didn't get that.
Delta 766 on Lake Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 16 right, Delta 766.
November 77 Papa Charlie, on Lake Tower, do you read?
Yeah, I read you. 77 Papa
We pushed back the wrong way.
Final for 17.
Roger that, runway 17, you're clear to land.
Clear to land 17, 77 Papa Charlie.
That's loud for me. I had my speaker up for landing earlier. There we go. That whine at the end that the G90 makes. I don't know why, but it just sounds so good. Starting the left engine. Introduce some fuel, and we're gonna look like a noob and have to turn around.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Solid Tower, South 758, visual 17.
17.
So Lake Tower, runway 17, clear to landing, number 2. 17 clear, Newark City, Southeast 78.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Nice. So we had 2 good starts. We can kill the APU. Let's ask Brenda if she's not already into the vodka
Yes, sir.
to do the
Please
safety
feel free to
announcement.
make an announcement now.
Sure.
We can clear that ground call. Alright, homeboy out there has the pin in hand with a thumbs up.
Delivery of 7 Papa Charlie, taxi 2, parking via Kilo.
Kilo to parking, 77 Papa Charlie.
Flaps 5. Let's do our flight control test. Flight control test 5.25. Full up, full down, full up, full down, neutral. Full left, full right, full left, full right, neutral. Okay. Full left, full right, full left, full right, neutral. Sweet. Rudder trim is set to 0. Check our gear out. All looks good.
Yeah, I think I'll just go straight in on 756, thank you. Sounds good.
Okay. Let's flip our no, let's just call for taxi. We'll just do it right there. Philly Tower, United 69 Heavy, looking for taxi to 16 left, and we have the weather.
United 69 Heavy, 16 left is behind you. Do you still want that, or do you want me to send you to 16 right?
We're set up for 16 left. We can just do a 180 here.
Roger that, then runway 16 left, taxi via Golf Foxtrot Hotel.
Golf Foxtrot Hotel to 16 left, United 69 Heavy.
Got the 66 days by that's 77 Heavy in front of you is going to be doing a 180. Yeah, that's not what you're going. You're right to right into Alpha 576.
Oh, come on. Why am I needing so much thrust right now? This is crazy. He said golf. I'm so unsure right now. Golf.
Stop to 758, say parking.
Landing Southeast 58.
Stop to 758, taxi to your parking via Kilo.
Kilo to the landing, make sure those out here today, Southeast 58.
You too.
I think I messed up. No, I didn't. This is the only taxiway. Duh. Are these charts? Yeah, this is all construction through here. Alright, we don't need a Ferrari through here. Stop saying Ferrari, it's not gonna catch on. so fast anyway. We don't want to make Brenda motion sick. Puking in the fucking galley. But we don't need to sling around the passengers. We want a smooth taxi because a lot of people get anxious about taking off. Which is natural. Like, your body has a physical response to it. You know, a little metal tube that somehow flies.
It is up 1066. Thank you for the ATC. Vehicle is now used on the Pleasant Cruise by home airport. Yeah. Sam.
Former home airport for me. Downtown Salt Lake City on the right side of the aircraft. What a view. I hope we did this taxi right. I feel like I did something wrong. And he's just not saying anything. Are you mad at me? I feel like I'm kind of doing that right now, I guess. There's like not a lot of ways to mess up this up.
Approaching 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff would be nice. Actually, we're still waiting on our captain. We'll slow down. Oh shit. Alright.
United 6 heavy. On departure, turn right heading 295. Runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff.
Alright, on departure, we will turn 2905, cleared for takeoff, 16 left, United 69 heavy. Alright, see, like I said, huge fucking turnaround. Alright, lights, no cameras.
Approaching 16 left.
Clear left. There's our call. Oh, I gotta clear my clock. There we go.
Heading 295. Check.
Alright, heading 295. We
On
are
runway
good.
16 left.
Let's start our clock. Newark. Here we come. Put my hand on the flight controls here. Here we go.
1008, Salt Lake Tower.
Oh, he's taxiing without permission. I can see it.
Delta 1008, Salt Lake Tower.
Eastern. Oh, is that him taxi? Oh, he disconnected.
V1.
Rotate. Beautiful. Europe. Alright, let's give it about 300 feet and send it.
United 69 heavy. Departure is offline. Frequency change approved. Have a nice flight.
LNAV. VNAV speed.
Alright, over Unicom. Hey, thanks for the great ATC. We'll be flying back in soon. United 69 Heavy.
Look forward to seeing
being here.
See ya. Okay. What a departure. Did you see those mountains? Look at that. What a view. Alright, let's start gaining our altitude. Flaps clean. Okay, let's get the 295. Good enough to worry about our speed and rate of climb. And then we will
VNAV alt.
direct to Buggy. Woo.
1,000 to go.
Want a good solid 350.
Altitude 35,000 feet. Check.
And
Autopilot engaged.
See how she does.
Hey, so much in here. Hope your days go well. Get your stuff for you. I left with that.
That's tower. And we're over to 128.
Share 742, Salt Lake Tower, runway 17, clear.
Oh!
Auto throttle and speed bump.
I am so glad I looked up at it when I did. Jeez, I did not set the auto throttle. Ooh.
Autopilot engaged.
Why are we still...
Flight level change. Auto throttle in thrust mode.
There we go. Wow, I'm off my game. I lost the auto throttle there. Let's so we're set up now. Flight level change. Let's try VNAV now.
VNAV speed. Thrust reference.
There we go. That's a good VNAV. Up to 350. Look at the
Heading to
shadows
course.
of those, and look at those clouds. Just like, yeah, a little anti-aliasing issue, like way down yonder, but it's not too bad. Hill Air Force Base is here underneath us. I've seen many an air show at Hill. Many an air show. And it's just beautiful with the Wasatch Front in the background here, and they just like, they're maneuvering through here because most people are out here in south of, like right through here, like really small portion, that's where the crowd is. So they do all their flight maneuvering for the air show through here. So you just have this amazing backdrop behind you. Besides X-plane trees, that looks pretty good. Salt Lake Tower will be closing in 15 minutes. He's gotta go. Time to pick up the kids. Where are your children? I don't know why terrain is on. I don't want terrain on. It is not IFR conditions. I can see out the windscreen. Let's go ahead and just set over to standard barometric pressure. Oh, a little lighting update there. takes it a second. There we go.
Heading to course.
Weather needs to be updated. 097.
2022, taxi to Terrell for Bayou.
Heading 097. Set.
Wow. What are those call signs? I know Alaska, but XLJ and JRE. Alright. Haha, this was taken in the fall. Oh man, I know where I am. Yeah, I know where I am. Let's go ahead and switch over to Unicom. In case anyone needs this. We're about to collide. Something like that. Once we get to cruise, I'll probably step away and I gotta go get my caffeine fix, my afternoon caffeine fix. Fatigued. Look at that. Wow. That's a screenshot right there, I think. Those clouds right above us that we're about to go through. So 12.4 is not doing it for me, man. Like, I think they made some cloud enhancement, and I was like, ooh, pretty. Like, this is nice. But then it's like the anti-aliasing is like, I think, getting worse for whatever reason. Like, look at that. That's not acceptable. And the weather is fucking broken. So if you're going in an area that has large thunderstorm cells, right? You
Heading to course.
want it to be actual thunderstorms where there is turbulence and wind shear and it's sketchy, right? That's what you're going for. But it just doesn't model it right now. So it's such a bummer. We're in tornado season right now, and it's like, I want to fly where there's sketchy weather. Like, that's part of the flight sim aspect for me. I want to fly where there's challenging environments, whether that's like an airport like Paris, de Gaulle. That is like driving in Atlanta. It's just so many different ways. It's chaos. You're getting yelled at. It's just not. It's not fun. But it's a challenge, right? I rarely do that. Maybe I'll do a Paris flight soon for my international trip. I would like to stream a once a week international trip, and then maybe just do a couple hops like we're doing right now throughout the week. Just something I've been thinking on. I'm watching another live stream right now in the background, and on mute, of course, but it's just so funny to me, like, what appeals to some people. I'm not saying I'm high and mighty and this stream's working or whatever, but it's just like, some aspects of it are just like, dude, come on. It's a sim. You fixate on numbers too much. Did I butter that landing?
Heading to course.
I don't know. Did you? You have to have a little program that tells you that if you made a good landing or a bad landing, you should know based on how you touch down, and then the replay just validates it, right? But it's also the viewpoint. Like, I kid you not, his view right now is like this. That's what it looks like to me right now. But his field of view is a bit wider. That's just crazy to me. Like, am I like a 7-foot monster? Let's scooch in the chair. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. I think this is like the most natural. And it's like it's pretty much spot on. This is like as far back as you go, right? And so Flight Factor wants you to do it like this. I thought they did. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, you get into the stock view, and they want you to scoot up to where you want to be. And mine, watch, it'll be so close to this. Boom. So I'm just closer to the panel. But these guys, all these flight simmers are like back here.
Heading to course.
I'm like, are you flying from first class? Like, what are you doing? This is so far. This is so unrealistic. Am I 9 feet tall? No, I'm not. There's my rant about my preferred field of view. Now we're getting above the clouds.
$1,000 to go. Auto throttle in speed mode. VNAV path.
Oh, we're peeking through Utah a little bit. Wow, look at that. Such a dramatic landscape, Utah. I was just saying to that kid that this used to be my former home base. If I remember this call sign, I would have messaged him and said, like, represent my neighborhood that I live in.
Heading to course.
Salt Lake's changed, man. Salt Lake's changed a lot. I really want to go back, but part of me is like, why am I going to spend the money to go back to a place I left because of these reasons that are just now even worse? So why do I want to go visit that? Just to know that I'm going to be disappointed? To validate disappointment? Look at that. What a beaut! What is our flight path? We're going through eastern Utah. Like the satellite view. We are in Wyoming. Let's turn the fasten seatbelt signs off. Oh, no electronic signs could have gone off a little while ago, but whatever. Everyone's already whipped them out anyway. At least I'm that person on the airplane.
061. Check.
As soon as you hear the chime that you're 10,000 feet, boom, I grab my device. And do I put my shit in airplane mode? No, never. Never. I'm not being a flat earther, but there's no science behind that. Otherwise, the FAA would have shut it down years ago. Circa 2008, they would have shut that shit down if Wi-Fi and Bluetooth interfered with avionics in airplanes where, like, to the point they're falling out of the fucking sky. I don't think so. So why do I have to put it in airplane mode? It's just a courtesy thing, so your phone's not ringing at 35,000 feet because we have Wi-Fi now. Let's try to guess where we are on Google Earth. We are right here. So this is the Green River. No, Flaming Gorge. Okay. I know Flaming Gorge. I've never been, actually, believe it or not. That could be like New Zealand or like somewhere in Africa or like South America. I don't know. It's like a weird. I've never been. I should have gone. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture. So that's the Green River feeds into Flaming Gorge. Didn't know that. Shadow update. God dang it. Why is that so annoying to me? Because it is annoying. It ruins the ambiance. It breaks you out of the realism. I'm Just saying. So, we're about over here, Green River, Wyoming. And it doesn't look like we're going to be getting into any interesting terrain because we're going over Nebraska and Iowa. That's funny. Oh, and everyone's in Chicago for that live streamer. Look how busy Chicago is. I don't know which one he would be, but good for him. But we're like way far away, so like there's no way we're gonna catch up. So we'll fly in after the fact. Oh well. A little bit of a small chop. 35,000 feet. See, this doesn't really upset me as much. The scenery tile, or the satellite imagery tile, these were taken at 2 different times, kind of thing. You know, we have snow here, but we don't have snow here on that tile. So, a little bit of difference. Like Mars, that's a screenshot.
Heading to course.
What is our course? 071.
Heading 071. Set.
Alright, I think we're looking pretty good. I would like to change this view though. Oh my god. That was terrifying. There was someone there. I think that'll be my new Control 9. Alright. I am going for my first intermission. So I will be back. What a view. What a view. Got my caffeine fix. Keep me awake. And some crisps for $3.29. See where we are. KD72 uniform. No, what do I want? KD72. Our fuel should be 62,700 pounds. So we're at 64.3 right now. So we should be good. We have a light tailwind. Very light tailwind. It'd be cool if Denver Center came online. Or someone along the route. Everyone's going to Chicago because there's a new scenery for Microsoft that's out. I have been known to purchase scenery. Was it a good investment? It's outdated now and I can't use it, right? The ones I've paid for. Is it worth it for the time that I spend at that airport, right? So, home base Atlanta, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I will get like the real deal package, like scenery package. Then the other part of me is like, why? X-Plane 12's not too bad. And then I'll be in this predicament where I'll get burned out at flying into the same airport all the time because I purchased that scenery. But I guess I can use it as a home base and then just do direct flights to and from Atlanta. I'm going to clean up my YouTube channel. Get it, get it to keep some momentum going. Make some good live streams, some good entertainment, talking about, we should be talking a little bit about what we're flying over and destinations, learning about the airports, the city and the culture and food and tourism and all that stuff. And I find I only really do that when I'm flying internationally. So that compels me to go on more international flights. I don't know. childs out of the room, I can tell you what I really think. What I really think, women shouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want, getting flagged for political hate speech. I wasn't going to say hate speech. I was going to say women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Because some of these alt-right Christian nationalists believe that. As we fly over Wyoming. Our new heading to course is 082.
Heading 082. Check.
I can't believe it took me so long to install this. X-Plane map enhancement is awesome. It's so easy to download. I didn't realize how easy it was to download. Like last time I checked in on Ortho scenery was, oh, I should update my title, actually. Like scenery was just such a fucking pain in the ass to download back in the day. First of all, you had to download like tens of gigabytes of files. I'm talking like 60, 80 gigs of files that you would have to download for like tiles that would cover the continental United States or wherever you were. But it was like huge data storage requirements. Most people don't have 2 terabytes in their machine, right? We're, 512 a terabyte is the average these days, right? So you can download like North America and that's it. Or like whatever, one region at a time is what I'm trying to say. And you downloaded them from like a Google Drive. So you're limited on bandwidth, so it would take like literally overnight to download, and God forbid, like it failed some point in the middle of the night, and then you've got another 8 hours of download, or 6 hours. It was fucking crazy. Back in my day, this was so easy to download. It's just an application. You select 3 different file paths for some settings. You say you want Bing or Google, or I think those are the only 3 ones that I would use or know about. Use Google or Bing to stream. And it's awesome. So far, I've not had one issue with map enhancement. Like that tile right there, that doesn't bother me too much. It's fine. She's a beaut, ain't she? She's powered by 2 GE90s. Just pulled started. How much thrust does a friggin' GE90 put out? Like 70,000 pounds of thrust? No, that can't be right. Can't be that much. How much thrust does a GE-90 produce? Are you using AI? Yes, I am, goddammit. I think AI is great. You know, that'll get me into a whole thing about what I'm against, however. For fuck's sake, all the data centers that are going up isn't making these services any faster. If anything, this shit's getting slower. Hey, I was right. 76,000 pounds of thrust. Holy shit. Oh, but the GE90 110 Bravo is 110,000 pounds of thrust. 220,000 pounds of thrust coming out of these babies. That is nuts. They're operating at near melting temperature. If not melting temperature. Let's get real close to these babies. That's a good looking aircraft right there. I guess we kind of went up and around the Rockies. Oh look, wonderful, the next waypoint. We're in Nebraska. Whoopee. Can we divert around Ohio? Are we going? Oh, nice. Fuck Ohio. We're not flying anywhere near Ohio. Are we going? Ah, shit. We are going into Ohio. But over the lake. We should be fine. We should be okay over the lake if we're near Ohio. You don't want to know what goes on in Ohio. I know what goes on in Ohio. Not good things. So on my alt-right podcast, no, I'm just kidding. Check. As Dale Gribble would say, "Wingo." Are we still on the right course? 083, 082. We are. So I just had my AI do the math. 54,321 pounds of cargo is 339 kegs of beer. Nice. I had my AI do that. I, for one, am all about AI. I'm not all about how AI is being built and powered. I really don't. The water consumption, the energy usage is high. And it's getting higher with these new data centers that are coming in. It's not good, you know. Like, where's this energy coming from other than the people? And same thing with water. If it's not going to the people, it's starting to go to you. Like, no, that's not okay. We need drinking water. We need ecosystems, we need environments. Like, we can't be using up, you know, more water than we have. This is nuts to me. But as far as a consumer product, I'm on AI. I love it. I use it for everything. It's not like my girlfriend. It's not like taking over my life, where I ask it everything and, like, you know, are my bowel movements okay? Like, I'm not that hardcore into it. I'm like hardcore into it in regards to, like, learning about aviation. Like, exactly what I just did. How much thrust does GE90 110B produce? 110,000 pounds. Boom, just like that. And I love that. I use it for flight sim. I use it for I've used it for things like, you know, my cat wasn't feeling well. Like, here are the symptoms. Should I be really concerned or mildly concerned? You know, what should I be doing here? It kind of talks you down, or at least talked me down a little bit, and I learned some things. And it talked me down enough to not take her to the vet immediately, like I wanted to. Like, obviously she's feeling bad. Oh my God, you take her to the vet. That's instant. But she didn't need it, right? I just jumped to it. I have chickens. I own chickens, and I've learned everything there is to know about chickens. from my AI. We got some clouds up ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the fasten seatbelt sign back on. Might get a little rough. I just think AI needs to stay where it is, except for research purposes. That only... I think that these large language models need to be controlled by a third party that's unbiased, like to mediate. No, this AI will not be used for warfare. No, this AI will not be used for cybersecurity. Yes, this large language model is designed for finding a cure for fucking cancer at this point, right? Like, let's drive all of our resources into that. And then if they said all these data centers are collaborating together to find a cure to cancer, we're on, like, here's evidence we are at the pinnacle of finding a cure to cancer through AI. I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Full in. Like, I will take short showers. I will not water my lawn, not that I do, but, like, you know what I mean. I will reduce my personal consumption of water and electricity for that. But it's not for that. It's making data centers for data hoarding, which is a whole nother topic. Who knew at flight level you would get me complaining so much? But we're over Nebraska, and then Iowa, and then Illinois. Over Michigan, barely over Ohio. God damn it. Where's the big group flight? Thought everyone was going to Newark. Yeah, that's what's his face. Huh. Only like 3 people. Usually he's got like a whole group of people. So far, no bumps in the clouds, so that's pretty good. Well, unfortunately, it's so cloudy where we are right now that we're not getting any views of the ground. Fly United Airlines. Alright, I've had my shot of B12 and 151 milligrams of caffeine. I'm good till at least 7:30. No, I'm just kidding. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I forgot. I'm on iOS 27 and the beta, and it broke my Instagram audio, so I can't hear anything. But here's what I was going for. Love it. You gotta love it. Classic mind. You're a millennial. You know. Our next heading 095. If I could get that right.
Heading 095. Check.
Doesn't look right, but okay.
Heading to course.
Alright, let's take a brief gander here. 2 hours, 19 minutes until we are in Newark. There is a chance that this stream will be cut short unless I get viewers towards the end of the flight, because I will most likely have to pause at my top of descent. Where'd he go? check the weather while we're at it. Look poking around. Alright, some cloud, a little bit of turbulence up ahead here. We should probably keep the fasten seatbelt sign on. A few, clouds up to 35,000 feet. And we'll get a band of turbulence over Lake, is it Lake Erie? I think it might be Lake Erie. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I'm right. I know my Great Lakes. While we go over this small patch of Ohio.
Heading to course.
Ashtabula. Wait, Ashtabula. Ashtabula? What a stupid name. Fuck Ohio. That's our flight path. Since I'm thinking that the stream might end like before descent, never mind. About these clouds. I'm sure we're going over some really pretty scenery.
Heading to course.
Oh, I need to give my monitor a bath. I see a smudge. hat or a little shirt that says I'm a pilot. Get you a kitty shirt. What do I get your kitty shirt to say? coverage is just awful. Absolutely awful. So I'll check back in with you.
Heading 078 selected. Heading 073 set. 082, check.